What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, I do love multicam, but there are some single cam sitcoms around that I quite like. I mean, of course, single cameras is sitcoms without the laugh track, obviously. And there are some single like I still prefer multicams over single cams, but there are multi single cam sitcoms I do also enjoy. So with that being said, here's my 10 favorite single camera sitcoms. All right, coming in at number 10. All right, is The Office. I know lots of people will be looking at this video and be like, "Wait, The Office is number 10?" The Office was okay. I quite liked The Office and all, but I was never really big with The Office as most people were. But The Office is still pretty fun. It's still a pretty funny sitcom. You got of course it's a mockumentary that follows the everyday lives of these employees at a office firm. Of course, you got Steve Carell as Micah Scott, Rainn Wilson as Dwight. Of course, you had John Krasinski. Some really interesting actors playing some cool characters here. And The Office, it's an American remake of a UK series, and I really got kicked out. I really quite like The Office. It's not really my favorite sitcom of all time, to be honest with you. But I still can't deny how much of an impact the show became. It it is really it's really iconic and all. And there also, of course, talks about them rebooting The Office, which I'll be okay to see another Office and all. But The Office is still a really great one. I mean, yeah, and because of The Office, lots of these the actors had ended up becoming a big thanks to The Office. I mean, John Krasinski is now directed because he did a Quiet Place and all. So yeah, The Office is it's a good one. So I'll be down to see a reboot of it. All right, coming in at number 9. I love this show. I mean, I love to see a reboot of this show, and that is Dinosaurs. I mean, Dinosaurs was kind of a weird show when it was released. I mean, I don't know if this show will ever get made today because it is a really weird show. I mean, it's a dinosaur where they're mainly it is from Hanna-Barbera and it's from the Hanson Company, and you can tell these are the Muppets in a way. Of course, it's like a family based about this blue collar dinosaur named Earl Sinclair, who's trying to raise his rebellious teenage son. His long-suffering wife, friend, and their daughter, as well as their precious baby, who always hits the fall on his head, saying "Not the mama." I mean, I remember watching Dinosaurs as a kid, and I found the show to be a little weird and a little creepy at times, but it's really interesting. I mean, a TV sitcom with dinosaurs. What more can you ask for? I mean, this was literally a primetime show too. And it didn't really last too long, to be honest with you, but man, they gotta bring this show back. I'll love to see Earl Sinclair back once again. I mean, that would be really cool. I mean, this is literally a dinosaur sitcom that actually ends up dealing with some interesting issues and some issues that humans actually have to deal with. So, kind of funny seeing dinosaurs deal with some of these issues. I mean, Dinosaurs was it was a weird sitcom, but it was great. Like, if you guys never seen Dinosaurs, I don't know where you can find it now, but they don't really show reruns of this. They gotta show reruns of Dinosaurs. I'll love to see more Dinosaurs. Like, I gotta rewatch the show again. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I really quite got kicked out of it. Alright, coming in at number 8 is the show Blackish. Now, Blackish I really quite like. You got Anthony Anderson as, of course, as the character of Dre Johnson. who of course has a wife named Rainbow Johnson, played by Tracy Ellis Ross, as well as their four kids. And of course, it's a really groundbreaking show right now, and it's had some interesting spin-offs too. Like we have Grownish, which is on Freeform. Next, like this week, we see we see like the Blackish prequel, if you will, which is Nexish. Blackish is a really interesting. It's a really great sitcom. I mean, it does talk about like race culture and stuff like that, and like it also talks about some interesting topics. I mean, it's literally this generation's The Jeffersons. Like it really reminds me of The Jeffersons at times. And they had some really interesting episodes, like the one where they're all dressed up as the Incredibles. I really like. There's also one. There's also one where they spoof Good Times. I really like that one. I mean, yeah, it's a really great sitcom. Like, if you guys still haven't really seen Blackish by now, give Blackish a go. It's a really great one. And of course, it returns this week. And not to mention, Lawrence Fishburne's great on this show too. So, who doesn't love Lawrence Fishburne? All right, number 7 goes to an Amazon show, and it's probably my favorite show right now. That is The Marvelous Miss Maisel. It's literally the best show I've seen on TV right now. It's really great. I mean, it takes place in the late 50s era, and you got Rachel Brosnahan as Miriam Midge Maisel, who of course who pretty much has everything she wanted. Wanted like the perfect husband, 2 kids, and a apartment in the West Side. And she of course turns her career into being a stand-up comic. And you've got Alex Borstein as her like manager, if you will. Here, you have it's created by Amy Sherman Palladino, who of course created the Gilmore Girls. I mean, the Marvelous Miss Maisel. I was really late to the party with the show. I mean, I didn't really start watching it until like. I didn't really start watching the show till a little later, but I really fell in love with it. I really felt the characters and all. I mean, Rachel Brosnahan. I mean, I think she's probably going to win the Emmy tonight. I hope she does because she's great on the show. Alex Borstein is amazing. I mean, this is a really great show, and it's actually probably my favorite Amazon show right now. I mean, it's that great of a show. And not to mention Shazam himself, Zachary Levi is great on this show too as well. So there's that. All right, coming in at number 6 is Malcolm in the Middle. I mean, years before he became Walter White, he was the dad in Malcolm in the Middle, and that is, of course, Bryan Cranston. And of course, you got Frankie Muniz as the Taro of Malcolm, who's of course the middle kid here. Of course, of course, you got the oldest kid, Dewey. You got the young kid here, Jamie. While Malcolm plays it's like the middle child, and you got Jane Kaczmarek, who plays like the mother of this, who's pretty loudmouth, but she's pretty good on the show. I mean, Malcolm in the Middle. It's a really interesting. It was an interesting sitcom. I mean, that was some interesting topics. Bryan Cranston, like when you think of Bryan Cranston now, obviously you'll think of Breaking Bad. But when I think of Bryan Cranston, I think of the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. I mean, you can't go wrong with Malcolm in the Middle. They still show reruns once in a while. It's a really great sitcom. Like if you guys never seen Malcolm in the Middle by now, they don't really show reruns as much as they should. But it's a really awesome sitcom. So, all right. Now, speaking of a show that I was very late to the party with, my number 5 pick is Modern Family. I was really late to the party with this. Like the show premiered like in 2000, I think 2009 or 2010. I didn't start watching this till like literally 2015 or 14. Because I mean, I admit the show didn't really look all that interesting to me, so I just passed out on it. but it kept winning so many awards. So I was like, okay, I'll give the show a shot, see how good the show really is to win all those awards. I love Modern Family. I mean, yeah, some of the seasons are a little, like some of the seasons are a little weak at times, and there are some not so great episodes. But Modern Family is great. I mean, I really love all the characters here. You know, you got Ed O'Neill from Married with Children fame. You've got Ty Burrell, Julie Bowen, Jesse Todd Ferguson, Sarah Hyland. I mean, of course, you got Ed O'Neill playing Claire's dad, Jay. You got Sofia Vergara playing Gloria. You've got Rico Rodrigo, of course, is in this. Some really cool actors, and I mean, the show is ending after 10 seasons. So, wait, I think it's 10 or 11. I can't remember the actual how many seasons there were, but yeah, Modern Family is still great. I mean, obviously, when people think of Ed O'Neill now, they think of Modern Family. But of course, I think of Al Bundy. But still, Modern Family, it's a great sitcom, and I'm gonna kind of miss it when it leaves. But I guess I can see why they're ending. I mean, the kids are getting a little older now and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, crazy how long Modern Family's been on the air for. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see the show come to an end this season. But hey, maybe there'll be another show like Modern Family that will be as good. So anyway, if you guys still haven't seen Modern Family, they show reruns all the times on USA, Fox, and all that. It's a really amazing sitcom, and it won loads of Emmys. Like when I'm talking about Emmys, I mean loads of Emmys. Anyway, coming in at number 4 is of course Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is it's great. I mean, it's probably one of my favorite cop TV show on TV right now. I love the cast. You know, you got Annie Samberg as Jake Perala. You got Andre Bauer as the pretty much as their boss, Ray Hope. You of course have characters like Amy Santiago. You got Rosa Diaz, who I really love. Rosa Diaz, she's great here. Yeah, I mean it's a really great one. You know, I love all these characters involved. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine, of course, did got canceled from NBC, but thankfully Fox picked it up as it should, because Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it started out a little weak before, but it still picked up. I love the show so much. And, you know, it also had some interesting guest appearances, like Adam Sandler made an appearance, Craig Robinson, Eric Roberts. Some really interesting actors have made appearances on the show. And, yeah, if you guys never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the next season returns to Fox in 2020. Cannot wait to see the next season. Alright. Coming in at number 3 is probably the oldest show on this list, and that is, of course, I Dream of Jeannie. I mean, it stars Barbara Eden as this 2,000-year-old Jeannie, and you got Larry Hagman as this astronaut who ends up becoming like her master, and they end up falling in love in her. I mean, uh, when you think of Larry Hagman, obviously you think of Dallas, but when I think of him, come on, I Dream of Jeannie. You know, obviously the show was way before my time, but I rewatched it. You know, I rewatched a couple of the episodes on TV. I Dream of Jeannie. It's a classic. I mean, it of course premiered from 1965 to 1970, so not really many seasons of this, and it was really funny. Barbara Eden as a genie. I mean, who did not love her as a genie? She looked great back in the days. I mean, actually, literally, have you even Googled Barbara Eden now? She's literally in her, I think she's like in her 70s or 60s now, and I'm not gonna lie, she still looks good now. I mean, yeah, but Barbara Eden, you know, she was iconic. I mean, I'll be down to see a revival of this. Maybe not with Barbara Eden back, but maybe like another actress as a genie. I would love to see another I Dream of Jeannie. That would be cool to watch. All right. Coming in at number 2 is probably my favorite show on TV right now, and that goes to the Goldbergs. I mean, the Goldbergs, of course, is a sitcom that takes place in the 80s, and it covers lots of 80s topics, and there's talks about lots of 80s stuff in this. Like, even awesome Rick Moranis reprised his role as Dark Helmet from Spaceballs, and granted, it was just his voice, but that was actually pretty cool to hear. And he even had loads of other people who made appearances, like Adam Sandler made an appearance one time, John Lovitz, not to mention David Koechner had a guest appearance. I mean, the Goldbergs, it's a great sitcom. I mean, Wendy McCullough as the overbearing mother of Beverly Goldberg is hilarious. Sean Gilbrone as Adam is great. You got the character of Erica, who's like the older sister. You got Barry, who's like the older brother. George Seega as Pops is really great. Of course, Jeff Garlin as Murray is amazing. I mean, what not to love about the Goldbergs? The show is a really funny sitcom. I mean, it's a great family sitcom. This is literally a show that makes me wish I grew up in the 80s, to be honest with you, because the 80s looked really cool from what I've seen from the show. And they talk about, like, there's some interesting film stuff they parody in this. Like, they've had a Batman parody, there's a Star Wars parody at times, they've parodied Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, yeah, they parody a lot of 80s classics right there. And even Kevin Smith actually directed 2 episodes of The Goldbergs. I mean, that's how interesting the show is. And yeah, if you guys still never seen The Goldbergs, it's still going strong. I mean, I believe it's coming out for, I think season 7 or season 8. I can't remember how many seasons there are. But yeah, The Goldbergs is such a great one. Alright, now the best single camera sitcom of all time goes to the Wonder Years. I mean, you can't really go wrong with the Wonder Years. Of course, the show pretty much depicts the social and family life of this typical suburban middle class from 1968 to 1973. And, of course, it centers on this kid named Kevin Honor, played by Fred Savage. You also have people like his parents, Jack and Norma Alma. You also have Kevin's siblings in this. You even got Danica McKellar, who of course plays Winnie Cooper. You also got Dan Lura, and of course Winnie Cooper played like the pretty much like someone that plays like this girl that Kevin ends up crushing on. And you even got Home Alone dude, Daniel Stern, who plays like the who narrates the show as the older version of Kevin. I mean, yeah, the Wonder Years. If it wasn't for the Wonder Years, we probably wouldn't have the Goldbergs. Seriously, like the Goldbergs is like this generation's the Wonder Years. I mean, the Wonder Years, it's a classic. I mean, kind of funny how two of the Savage brothers had 2 of the most iconic TV sitcoms there is. Like Fred Savage, of course, had the Wonder Years, while his brother had A Boy Meets World. I always found that to be pretty cool. But yeah, this show was really great. It dealt with like lots of interesting issues from the from the 60s and 70s and all. And the show premiered like in the late 80s and ended in 1993. I mean, obviously the show was a bit ahead of my time, but I rewatched the episodes on TV a couple times. The Wonder Years was great. It was really funny, interesting characters. I really got a kick out of the Wonder Years. I mean, if you guys still never seen the Wonder Years by now, give it a go. It's a classic one. Alright. That's pretty much it. Let me do the quick one now. Number 10, The Office. 9, Dinosaurs. 8, Blackish. 7, 7, Marvelous Miss Maisel. My bad. Six, Malcolm in the Middle. Five, Modern Family. Four, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Three, I Dream the Genie. Two, The Go-Birds. One, The Wonder Years. Now there's loads of other ones I probably could have added. Let's see. The Middle's a pretty good one. Arrested Development. Happy Endings. Dirty Rock. There's also there's a few other great ones. There's of course Grownish. Let's see. Younger. Those are really great ones. Dukes of Hazzards I probably should have added. I love Dukes of Hazzards. I could probably go with a whole list of single cameras. I mean, I could probably made a top 20 list instead of 10, but anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite single camera sitcoms of all time? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movies signing off.